Hey guys, I'm back. So as you may or may not know, I just spent my spring break in Germany. I was in Hamburg, Germany, and it was the most incredible experience of my life. If I look sad in this video, it's because I am. My heart hurts a lot. Leaving Germany was very hard. Coming back to America was very hard. I've never felt more at home in a place before. I've never felt like I belonged somewhere more before. I never felt like the people understood me more. And I can't wait to go back. I'm planning on moving there. That's a whole nother video. So I spent 7 of my 10 days of spring break. I'll talk about my flights and the whole debacle and everything in a different video. Again, a different video. I have so many videos planned and so many things on my head because the flights, it's a whole story in and of itself of how I ended up in Germany, and my God! It was a nightmare. But yeah, I was in Hamburg the entire trip. I was staying with the most amazing person I've ever met in my entire life. He's absolutely incredible. He's insane. He's crazy. He's weird. He's wonderful and intellectual, and I love him to death. I really do. We're not romantically involved. He's not my boyfriend. He's not anything like that. He's just incredible. And he doesn't even realize it. And so I spent 7 days with him and his friends, and I met a ton of really cool people, and I was jet lagged for like 3 days when I got there. So if you've never had jet lag before and you think, oh, I'll tough it out, I'll be fine. Because the first night I got there, we went out and we went clubbing, and I was like, I'll be fine, and then I suffered for it the next couple days. So the rule of thumb is really like, I think it's for every 2 time zones that you pass through, you need a day to recover. I crossed through 7, so 7 or 6, I think 6, because daylight savings time screws up. The United States is stupid. The United States is stupid. The United States is stupid. I crossed through 6, so I needed the 3 days to recover, essentially. But I got there, my body temperature was not regulating itself, and so it's cold and windy there, and so I was freezing my ass off. My emotions were all over the place, because I was just like moody and grumpy and angry and upset and blah blah, all this stuff, because I just... and I was also exhausted. So like, I would wake up at 8 a.m. their time and be like, what's going on? And then I would be in bed by 8 o'clock p.m. And it's just like, I was just ridiculously tired and so tired. And so it took 3 days to get over that. And plus, on top of that, so while I was like that, my German was not functioning at all, and plus I've spent a year without speaking it, hearing it, studying it, or anything. So I went a year without German, and then I went there. So by the final day, I was finally understanding, and I was starting to speak a little and get better, and then of course I had to leave. And I'm so upset that that happened, but when I go back, I'm going to be there for longer, and it's going to be better, my German's going to be perfect. And so I'm studying more now. I'm back to studying vocabulary every single day. I dedicate an hour in the morning to studying. And when I say an hour in the morning, I mean I'm still on German time because my body has not reset from this jet lag, because I just got back in on Sunday, and it's Wednesday, and by Sunday, I really mean like Monday at 2 a.m. So I wake up at 2:30 in the morning, and I'm up, and yesterday I went to bed around like 6:30 p.m. or like 7-ish, and then I just sleep until 2:30 and I do it again. And honestly, like, being up that early, like, I get so much done, there's no distractions, people aren't bothering me, I'm not really worried about much. And then going to bed so early, like, since I'm up so early, most things aren't open, so I'm not tempted to go out to eat or blah blah blah. And then since I go to bed so early, I'm not tempted to go out to drink, to spend money, all that stuff. So it's really good for me right now, it really is. But yes, my body is still in shock from like the going and the coming. You really need time to recover. So if you do travel abroad, my biggest tip to you is give yourself time, rest, don't feel like you need to do everything as soon as you get there. Like, even if you have a limited time like I did, like, I still had plenty of time, and it would have been so much better if I spent the full first day just sleeping and just taking it out instead of just trying to push through it and struggle through it, because it made it so much worse. So much worse. Another big thing that I was not expecting, culture shock. So you think like, oh, like I've studied the culture, like I'm ready for it, I'm not that, like, personally, I've done some culture shock exercises, like in my college when I was like an international business major and everything, and like it didn't really like surprise me, it didn't really freak me out, it wasn't, but it's also because I knew it was a simulation. Even having, because I have a functioning use of German, so like in Germany, like I can ask people like where the train station is, I can ask for food, like I can ask for directions, da 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 da, and I understand that much. As far as like holding like casual conversations with 7 people at the same time, that I cannot do. It gets very confusing. But so I definitely like have this functioning sense of German. So like my very first time going to a coffee shop, I went to like order just like a normal coffee, just like nothing crazy, and I froze. And it took me a couple days to understand like that while I was there, I was so intimidated by so much that was happening and so scared to use my German because I was scared of embarrassing myself, but also just kind of scared of the people and scared of the culture, and I was scared of like pissing somebody off or offending somebody or not doing something right and all of this stuff. And it was culture shock. And it really was. Like, it's a thing. Like, you do go through it when you change continents. It's different, and it's in subtle little ways. It's not like, oh my god, this is culture shock, da 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 da. It's just like you're there and these things happen, and over time you're like, why do I feel anxious about these stupid little things? And it's just small levels of culture shock develop while you're there. So that was something that I went through that I really wasn't expecting, because I mean, I love German people. I loved everybody I met in Hamburg. If you ever get the chance to go to Germany, go to Hamburg. Go to Hamburg, go to Hamburg. It's such an international city. There's everywhere you go, you'll hear different languages going by. There's so many different kinds of people, so many different kinds of mindsets. Everyone is so open-minded that I didn't meet a single person in Hamburg. Okay, no, I take that back. I met like one or two rude people in Hamburg. But besides that, like, I loved everybody that was there. And the rude people were like an old like white lady in like the grocery store. Like, that was, and then like one like server at a restaurant did not like me because I was American. He did not like me. Did not like me. It was incredible because like in America, like, you know, like outward racism is a very common thing. Like, you see it everywhere. Every single day you see people giving looks to people of other races, or you see people like talking about it, or da 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 da. And over there it's just like it would never even cross my mind that certain people didn't like other certain kinds of people. And I know there's definitely like racial tensions in such an international city between different, you know, people from different countries, but at the same time it's just not as prevalent. It's not as hostile. Another big thing is like, people are like, yeah, European air is so disgusting. Let me tell you this, I've been sick since I touched back down in the United States. Sick as a dog with this awful cold and crud. You know what? When I was over there, nothing. Not a single health issue. My back problems went away. Gone. Felt so much better just in general. I mean, and overall, like, maybe it was just my mood, maybe it was just because I was happy to be there, but seriously, since I've been back here, like, the air is gross, it's humid as mess here in the South, I can't stand it, like, I'm just, ugh. Really coming back made me realize how much I want to be there, how much I want to study there, I want to live there, I want to da-da-da-da. And so I've got all these plans, and so I've got to see how things are going through. I got to wait and see some applications come back to find out about my future. My trip to Germany was incredible. It was amazing. I just have to say, like, publicly, like, David, thank you for letting me come visit you, for letting me stay with you, for showing me your city, for showing me Hamburg, for showing me Germany, and for giving me the opportunity to experience it, to experience being somewhere that I belong. It means a lot. For the rest of you, sorry I didn't make videos for a long time. I was busy leading up to spring break, and of course over spring break I didn't take any technology besides my cell phone, and even then I didn't have data, so I think I streamed once while I was over there for like 45 minutes. But other than that, like, I just disconnected, and I needed it. I needed a breather. I did. But you can expect a ton of videos coming soon, because there's a ton of things I can't wait to share with you guys. Tons of projects and partnerships I've been working on. And so just prepare for that. And also, I have a lot of stories from my trip. I have a lot of stories that have just kind of come to mind. Prepare for a normal schedule of like once a week. I'm not going to say like on which day, but just like prepare to expect a video each week, if not two, because I very much am about to start rolling some stuff out, because we're about to get back on this YouTube game, and it's going to be good. Also, side note for my patrons on Patreon, since I am back from spring break, I'm working on all of y'all's rewards and stuff, so it's coming. It is. Patreon people, mwah, I love you. Thank you for being patient, and if you want to like help me in like my potential move to Germany, because that is coming hopefully this year, later this year, you can go find my Patreon. The link is down below, and you know, you can pledge an amount if you want to. You don't have to, blah 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 blah. You get some cool stuff from me each month, so there's that. Check it out if you want to. Like I said, if you want to help support me in my move to Germany, that's the best way to do it. So, all of that being said, I had an amazing time in Germany. I'm not really happy to be back in the United States, 100% honest. I have a lot going on up here that I have to figure out and settle down. And of course, there's a video coming about that. So, just all the things, this is a video to tell you, just watch the other videos. Just watch the other ones. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really do love all of you. Thank you so much for caring. It means the world. I'll see y'all later.